Have you ever opened up your payroll portal right after processing a pay run, only to have your heart instantly drop into your stomach because you noticed a massive error? It is a sinking feeling that every HR manager, operations lead, and business owner knows all too well. Maybe an employee's hourly rate was entered incorrectly, an unpaid leave of absence was not factored in, a reimbursement was processed twice, or a state tax withholding setting was completely wrong. Suddenly, you are staring at an overpayment, an underpayment, or a tax nightmare, and the clock is ticking before direct deposits land or tax authorities get involved. The immediate fear is totally understandable. Your mind jumps straight to the worst-case scenarios: angry team members who cannot pay their rent, awkward conversations asking an employee to return money, compliance penalties from the IRS, or the terrifying thought that you might mess up the historical tax ledger by trying to fix it yourself. When you are using a modern platform like Rippling, the system is designed to automate a massive chunk of your workflow, but when a human error or delayed data sync happens, knowing exactly how to navigate the correction mechanisms is critical. So, how do you actually correct payroll errors in Rippling without causing an administrative disaster? The core problem usually falls into one of three buckets: an error caught before the pay run executes, an error caught after the pay run is submitted but before funds transfer, or an error discovered long after the direct deposits have already settled. If you catch the error while drafting or reviewing payroll, the solution is straightforward. Rippling allows you to edit individual pay items directly on the draft pay run preview. You simply open the draft, navigate to the specific employee, unlock their line item, and manually override or correct the hours, wages, or deductions before clicking Final Approval. However, the real panic sets in when the payroll has already been approved and submitted. When this happens, your first actionable step is to check the processing status immediately inside the payroll application under the Pay Runs tab. If the payroll is still within the reversal window, which typically depends on your ACH lead time, whether that is 2-day or same-day processing, you may see an option to cancel or void the pay run. Canceling the pay run stops the ACH batch from being sent to the bank, allowing you to rerun payroll correctly from scratch. If the payment processing window has already closed and funds are already in motion, you must use Rippling's built-in correction tools rather than trying to delete or alter historical pay runs directly. For an underpayment, the cleanest path forward is running an off-cycle payroll or an ad hoc payment. You navigate to the Payroll app, select Run Off-Cycle Payroll, pick the affected employee, enter the missing gross compensation, and let Rippling automatically calculate the appropriate tax withholdings and net pay. This ensures your employee gets their missing money quickly without waiting until the next pay period. For an overpayment or incorrect tax allocation, the approach requires careful handling. Overpayments require you to perform a wage adjustment or clawback depending on state labor laws. In Rippling, you can navigate to the employee's pay profile and schedule a pay adjustment or deduction for the subsequent pay period, or initiate an out-of-band balance correction. If you need to fix a historical tax calculation or filing error, Rippling provides a dedicated Adjust Prior Pay feature. This tool updates the historical year-to-date gross wages and tax withholdings on the ledger without reissuing a direct deposit, ensuring that year-end W-2s and quarterly 941 filings remain perfectly balanced. The ultimate takeaway when dealing with payroll errors in Rippling is to act with transparency and speed. Communicate immediately with the affected employee so they know what happened and how you are fixing it. Check your processing status inside Rippling to see if an ACH cancellation is possible, and use off-cycle pay runs for underpayments or prior pay adjustments for tax corrections. By leveraging Rippling's native correction workflows rather than applying manual offline hacks, you keep your books balanced, stay compliant with labor laws, and maintain trust across your entire team. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.